and welcome to In the Arts. I'm your host, Will Nichols, and it's my privilege to introduce to you my very talented guest, Diva Lady Chico. And I don't know what I can say. There's not enough I can say about her in the next half an hour, but we will cover some highlights of her most formidable and interesting career, do a little catching up, and she's also involved in some very ongoing and interesting things at the present moment as well. So I would like to take this time. We've done so many things: recording, traveled, overseas, and singing with, and also experienced with great artists and whatnot. I mean, you just have a whole
hodgepodge genre.
A wealth of information, and I'd like to get some of that, and I'm sure the audience would like to share some of that with them. And so anyways, man, you're looking great. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. Thank you so much for having me here, Will. I really appreciate that.
You're always welcome.
Have to shake off some of the dust. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the road a little bit.
Oh, I know you. I know you have, and well-deserving. Your performances are magnificent and whatnot.
Thank you.
And which we will be able to check some of that out later on.
Yes.
But at least, my goodness, what's been happening? Since the last time I saw you.
Well, I'll say recently.
Okay.
I just did for the cancer benefit at Stanford, a wonderful benefit show for helping women with breast cancer.
Okay.
And it was a wonderful event, and it was held at the South San Francisco Convention Center with Miss Pamela Raycliffe. She's the one that was the producer of that whole convention. And it was just wonderful information to help women with breast cancer going through it and surviving. And I myself am a breast cancer survivor, going on 11 years in October. So I feel very blessed in order to share my story with everybody, to let them know that there is hope for women with breast cancer.
Plus, you're doing so many things on that level now.
Yes.
Even currently, they're speaking of working on cures of certain segments of cancer where we can at least get a good start. There's so many different kinds of cancer. To say to cure cancer completely is very hard because you have different types. Myself, I'm a cancer survivor for, oh my goodness, I guess going on at least 9 years now, for sure.
That's a wonderful thing.
I have prostate, and so far it's in remission. They check it periodically. Check it. At least. Well, now I'm saying twice a year because I'm not to the same place I was years ago. As our bodies can impact change. We also have to check on that. Also check on other aspects of our health as well.
Exactly. You have to be preventative. That's the whole thing. You have to, for especially women, we have to know how to check. And don't be afraid to go and have somebody check you out, because time is of the essence.
Oh, absolutely.
So therefore, you should always do something monthly to check yourself. And you feel something that's not there or wasn't there a couple of weeks ago, better get on it,
Don't hesitate.
That's right.
I mentioned to you earlier a couple of very famous people that didn't check it.
That's right. And
every chance I get, if I'm talking to a group of people, I will mention that to check into that, because that's what helped me. The doctor caught me early.
That is correct. Early detection.
That's the key.
That is the key for men and women.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, because even men get breast cancer.
I found that out. I didn't.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Because I remember last time, some years ago, she was on. We did a show about that.
Yes.
And showed the pictures and everything for women's cancer and whatnot.
Yes.
And
exactly.
that's one of the things that she certainly mentioned about, and
yes,
it's very important.
Right.
And being aware
of it,
of what your body's doing.
Exactly. And I actually have a song, and it's called "Cancer Ain't Got Nothing on Me."
Oh my goodness.
So that's going to be released coming up this year, and so I'm really excited about that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I want to share something with the world to let people know it's not the end if you are the type of person that knows how to do something to improve your health in your daily living. And also be aware and share with your friends and everybody. Just be encouraging people to not to be afraid. You got to get in there before it gets you.
Yeah.
Because your genetic disposition, if somebody in your family had it, or a cousin or a sister or a brother, you know, your chances are higher. So it's an important thing.
And also staying aware of the progress that they're making.
It's magnificent. It's absolutely magnificent. Yes.
Things they're getting better at and finding out about treatments. Yeah.
That's right. And, so many different types of treatments going on now.
And make it more, more on moving toward a healing type of thing with different medicines. But now I think, if I'm not, I think stem cell has something to do with some of those treatments. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they've come such a long way with cancer, period, you know, and it's a good thing.
Yes. And also with although we're talking about cancer, but they've also made some strides in other areas of the diseases as well.
Absolutely.
With the diabetes and all, because the things medically all kind of are related in a sense, you know, and related in the way that's not something you really want to have. I'll put it that way.
That's correct.
But before you can see any strides made, make that happen. So, also in the musical world, so what's been happening with you?
Yes.
I know you.
Oh my goodness, I've been having a ball because I've been working up in Jack London Square with my friends at Pajama Studios. Yes,
All
Mr.
right.
James Gardner. He's a platinum mixer, you know, director of all the wonderful producers of music, and Miss Paula T-Lander, a good friend of mine, and she's an awesome they're the owners of the studio, and they do all kind of projects, and we're into it deep right now, so I'm enjoying all of that.
Oh man, that's great.
Yes,
that's great.
Exactly.
I'd love to hear that, because in this field that we've chosen, there's so many things that we go through.
Right.
That a lot of people don't realize behind the scenes, what you have to, as an artist.
Yes.
Some of the stresses are involved, and this doesn't mean just any certain level. If you make it big, you still got those stresses, but they're a little bit, they're there.
They go from the chilling circuit all the way to Prince.
To Prince.
You know, Mr. Prince, he left us, and and Michael Jackson, and Elvis. I mean, we're only human beings.
I know.
And we're all have talents, but you have to stay focused in this business. It's a different kind of a business than any other business. It has to do with talent.
With talent. And the thing that they're finding to find control with a lot of the great stars is so stressful. You got to try to find a means to deal with the stress.
That's correct.
Unfortunately, a lot of artists get strung out on drugs and everything else.
That's right.
And just you say, why would a person do that? Get stretched out and stay blasted, and they're riding around their own private jet plane. I'm speaking of Prince. But as I mentioned Prince, because he passed away on my birthday.
Wow.
At 10 o'clock. And what happened was I talked to my friend in Minneapolis.
Yes.
And he was telling me, and he said, Prince has passed away. So I didn't dawn on me. I was thinking, who do I know that's our age named Prince? Right. So it didn't dawn on me. No, he says, no, man. Young Prince. I said, oh no, because years and years ago, before he was famous, my wife and I, we knew him.
Wow.
We knew him. He was just a youngster.
Yes.
And very talented. He pick up any instrument and play.
He was a virtuoso.
Virtuoso.
He really was.
Very good at it.
Yes.
And they did a little bit about his story.
Yes.
That how he tried to work different jobs and stuff.
Right.
He found he couldn't do it, so he found his niche.
Right.
And what a great story.
It was somebody's going to eventually do a story of his life.
I look for Hollywood to do a movie on his life.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
But the thing that I thought was a tragedy was the fact of the music industry and how they took advantage of him. They gave him 10%, and he got and the company got 90%. And he had slave written across his face. They refused to let him use his own birth name. So the industry itself is kind of sideways.
Yes, it
you know,
is. Oh,
and
it's
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you gotta know this business before you sign on a dotted line.
Yeah, because they had him doing all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely, but he was interested in just making his music.
Yeah.
He didn't realize he was signing his name away.
That's right.
And so it's important to have knowledge about the industry before you sign anything.
Anything, because always you got to be careful. The artist is the last one to get any money.
That's right.
Everybody else gets the money and leave you the crumbs.
There you get the kibbles and bits.
Now you can imagine the kind of money them cats made off of him. And look what he had. Yeah. He's a million trillionaire and still making money after he's gone. Yeah. And it's such a sad thing. So many things have come up.
Right.
They're still talking about the circumstances of Prince's death.
I think it's some very interesting things because he had actually just acquired his catalog less than 90 days before he passed away.
That's interesting. Plus, he has unreleased.
They opened his vault and they said
they did open it.
They opened the vault and they said he could actually be producing something. His family or whoever, his heirs, could produce a new album for like the next 20 years.
Oh my God! So he left them quite a will.
Oh yeah. Actually, no, he didn't really leave a will, but he left his art.
Left his art.
Yeah, and so that's just by that alone. I'm trying to be more knowledgeable about the industry itself with all this new technology that they have for us artists,
For sure.
And that's why I love to travel the world, because when I go abroad, I think it's a little easier than staying in the United States.
You're right.
The people really embrace you.
That's right. Because as my experiences, I played overseas before.
Yes.
And for jazz artists, like over in Sweden and different places, they love this jazz.
Exactly.
And Paris, I never played in Paris.
Oh, I love Paris. I played in Paris at Opera Tremere.
And they really treat you back.
Yes.
Some jazz artists moved over to Europe.
Yeah, they did and stayed.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I played over there in the Latin quarters at this place called Opera Tremere, and Nina Simone's manager, he still owns the place, and he has an ongoing cabaret. So I want to go back there and work with them a little bit. I want to go on the road now. I want to take my show on the road, and I want to do it overseas, because I'm not going to compete with Britney Spears and Rihanna and Beyonce, Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
Get over there where you can move.
Exactly. If I stoop too low, I might not be able to get back up. You take it down, but you want to be able to bring it back up. You don't want to get that low.
But you don't need no shackles. You don't need no shackles, man. You got to be loose.
Yes, exactly.
That's the wonderful thing.
I just want to be me and do me.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of songs. One of my younger sister was the first act signed to LaFace Records, the Babyface and L.A. Reid, and she passed away in '85, and I have her catalog of hundreds of songs as well. So I'm in the studio right now doing some of those songs. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm doing the songs, and I'm updating the beats so they can be the end stuff that's going on now.
Yeah.
And then I want to do some standard stuff. I like to do blues, jazz. I like to do a little bit of combination of it all. Dance music, It's all what I'm feeling. It's all about feeling for me. And I enjoy what I do. So I love to travel, and I might do a song, in Portuguese in Brazil, and do a little samba.
Yeah.
Or,
if you do that, if you sang a song in another language,
Yeah.
You write your own ticket, man. Because just those songs, I remember that during the 60s and 70s, what's his name did? Man, he was real popular back then. But anyways, from Brazil. Well, I'll just
Sergio Mendes.
Sergio Mendes.
Oh yeah.
One. There's another cat I was trying to think of, but Sergio, he would do, and he had the girl singing with him. She sung in some languages, different languages.
Right. So I like to mix it up like that. I like it's like gumbo.
Yeah.
It's like gumbo. That's what gumbo is all about. You got a little mix of this, a little mix of that, a little pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you cook it all day long.
That's it. And it's good.
They ain't no instant gumbo.
No.
And that's the beauty.
That's right. That's called the root. It's the root. And you got the root, and that's going to be all right.
You build right off of that.
That's it. So I really do love to travel, and I love to explore the music at that particular area and time and place with the people.
Yeah.
The first time I ever went to Brazil, I was a travel agent. So I traveled with the groups and everything. And when people settled down, you had your days when you could free do yourself. I went to just a little cabaret place, and I have a good ear like that. They were singing a song, and I just picked the song up and sang it with them. I know what I was singing. And it was only one girl that could speak English at that time in the early 80s. And I ended up sleeping on the beach with them, and they took me home, and their mama made something called feijoada, and it was magnificent, and it was an awesome experience, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, those things you'll never forget.
I'll never forget it. The food, the culture, the people, the music. It's just magnificent. I love it. Yeah.
So, well, all it does is enriches you.
It enriches your soul.
It's your soul.
Exactly.
And carries through your personality. And travel, I think it's very good. I'd like to do some more of that myself. You know, I get things, because I've written things that I want to get out there and move on the market. And again, like I said, we've chosen a profession that is very fulfilling, and we have to keep moving in it to make it work. And we can make it work. It's not always easy.
No.
But you can make it work. We hit highs and we hit lows and whatnot, and it's just how.
Well, that's the music business for you.
And you have something to carry you through those snide periods, you know, because there's always keeps some kind of hope. And also confidence in what you're doing. Yeah. And, of course, we can't forget spirituality.
Absolutely.
That's an important phase, because the Master guides all of us, you know.
No doubt.
Through any troubles we may have, through any successes we may have, we owe it to the Master.
Yeah, it's the spirituality.
Spirituality.
That's right.
You keep that strong, and remember that, you know, you can go through problems. It's like I was talking to someone the other day. It said the key word is through. Yeah. You know, you're not going to stay in that same position and forever. You know, and that's the clue that we know that we can survive by.
That's true, because you know we all make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes, and that's when you just pick yourself up and dust off and keep it moving.
Okay, and also. Also, I want to talk about you were doing your video. You're doing a tribute.
Yes, Miss Natalie Cole. Yes,
for sure.
yes. For sure. I love Natalie. She was just awesome. I got to see her here in the Bay Area. They used to have the Circle Star Theater.
I remember that. I never went.
Oh my God! Really?
No,
everybody came there. Aretha Franklin. Oh my goodness, Smokey Robinson. Everybody. I think even Elvis came there. I mean, everybody went to the Circle Star. I mean, it was awesome back in the day. It was a smaller venue. Yeah. And then you're up close and personal, you know. Yeah.
And getting back to Natalie. Yeah. Let's say so what was the idea? How did you come about?
Actually, it was before. It was before. Nellie passed away. It was like back, and I did a video with my band because I love all the old school stuff. I love all that kind of thing, you know, and I like to come up, I like to throw in some new school, but I'm really an old school.
Well, anyways, what I want to say is I'm very glad to have you on the show.
And I'm so glad you're having me because I'm enjoying myself, Mr. Will Nichols.
All right, I'm enjoying myself too. And it's a pleasure talking to you. We had to kind of slow things down a little bit right now because of time. Yeah. But I certainly want to cover some important areas. Now, but one important area we want to cover is your website. Where
my website is www.divaladychico.com. www.divalechico.com. DivaladyChico.com.
Oh, man.
Y'all friend me on Facebook. You know, you can tweet me too.
No, all right.
Go on there, hook up with Sister Girl, where I'm gigging at around the Bay Area and doing all kind of benefits for people.
That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know for sure.
You know, I like to give back.
Okay.
It's all about doing what you do, giving what you give, and getting what you get.
Oh,
and I like to get love because I like to give love.
Okay. Oh, man, that's beautiful, beautiful. That's a tough act to follow that. But anyways, I slipped my little 2 cents in where you can contact me, certainly I'd like to hear your opinions on the show at the Wilbur_Nichols2003 @yahoo.com. And I'd be glad to hear your comments on the shows and what do you think about our airing. And it's so important to know that people are watching the show and enjoying it. And, of course, I always thank my crew. These guys are dynamite. They're the best in the West.
Yeah.
And they do good. So I want to thank them, certainly, for the work they do and making this show what it is. And, of course, Channel 15 KMVT for allowing me to have a spot to have such great guests and discuss many, many things of interest to bring information and knowledge to our audience. So, at any rate, my goodness, I just want to thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All that bling.
Bling-a-ling, bling-a-ling.
Some sunglasses. But
it's all good.
So, anyways, after saying all that, I would like to have a sample of the tribute. And would you go in out? And ladies and gentlemen, this is a sample of the tribute to
Natalie
Cole.
Hey, Mr. Melody, you mean the whole world to me. Without you, I would have no song.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Melody, you're just as sweet as you can be.
Yeah.
Without you, I will have no song.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Melody, you got me humming to your crazy beat. The more I hear it, the more I like it. You really made a hit with me, Mr. Melody.
All right, all right.
Mr. Melody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
So anyways, we got your video.
You got it.
And that'll be happening in a minute.
Okay.
But that was beautiful. Thank you so much. That was it. So
thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
I'm enjoying it. And I want to come back again sometime.
Oh, you always
next time with some live music. How about that?
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all right.
In the arts.
In the arts.
Mr. Will Nichols.
All right. The place to be.
Oscar Victor.